Never mind. If it's one thing I can't stand, and it's happened before, it's when
Bomber.
I'll be on chat with gals, and all I can ever hear is their freaking husbands bellowing in the background, demanding, and all kinds of crap. I just want to say
My
a bunch of.
husband wouldn't dare.
No, that's good. It's good.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
I love my husband dearly, but he wouldn't dare.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You gotta keep them under control and tell them what the hell they're supposed to be doing, otherwise they turn into freaking idiots.
Oh, no. No, my husband's good.
No, that's good. That's good.
We're going A.
We are going A.
I always told my girlfriends if I could clone him in different shapes and sizes and looks, I would be a bazillionaire. I'd be the richest woman in the world.
Well, you know, it's like those sperm banks where you the more successful you are and the more attractive or whatever, the more your sperm's worth, and the more nice shot. The get off our freaking satellite.
Nice satellite. Be gone.
You pushed us around with your stupid power-ups. You're shit now. Go away. Wait, is that a beacon?
Yay.
That we're swirly red? No, never mind. But anyway, and then the gals, of course, wanting what's maternal and natural. They want the most successful, attractive, handsome child. Especially if it's going to be a male, you know, if the guy has been like CEO multiple times or whatever.
Looks count for nothing with me.
No, I'm just it's the package. It's the pack. I'm not saying looks. It's not looks. It's charisma. And charisma is attitude, posture, and just yeah. It's not. I don't know. There isn't a good word for it. It's just charisma. But basically, you put all these things together, and then you kind of put together like your sperm bank resume thing, basically. And if your sperm's in high demand, then it goes for more and more and more. And then what ends up happening vicariously through that is you end up. Are you shooting me, bitch?
No.
Okay. You end up with tons of children, obviously, and then what happens is you eventually have kind of like this secret society, like the Skulls or whatever you want to call them, where you've tons and tons and tons, potentially hundreds of all these children that are going to eventually grow up to be CEOs and stuff that you never know about. But that's how you would basically carry forth the little plan that you're talking about. That's how you'd actually do it. And from what I understand, it actually has happened before. Where for what
filmed it, haven't they?
They did. There's actually, I think, a couple movies about it. In varying.
51 Dad, whatever it's called, something like that.
Yeah.
Dad of 51.
Yep, and there were true stories about it too, where some guy found out that he actually had like over 100 children. Something, well over 100 children. And if you think about that, it's just
500 kids and counting. Yeah.
Woo. And it is possible. It's not supposed to happen.
You'd have a cracking Father's Day, wouldn't you, though?
I think holy crap, you'd be a millionaire every Father's Day. There's supposed to be some kind of limit or cap or protections, checks and balances to make sure it doesn't happen. But you could theoretically, in just a couple of years, end up with several hundred children if the systems don't quite work right. So, if you were successful, popular, charismatic, intelligent, all this is encoded in your genes just naturally, and whereas some other kids may not even survive, depressed, kill themselves, get picked on, killed by other people, car accidents, whatever, your children just filter up to the top and end up controlling,
taking over the world.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes somebody really determined and focused and not distracted. And you can do it. So anyway, there's a whole cloning thing in a nutshell.
Well, I knew that I was going to marry my husband the very first time I met him.
Oh, did he know though?
Oh, I made sure he did.
You threw him in your trunk?
No.
Gaffer taped him, threw him in the back of the car. You're mine.
She was walking around from bar to bar with a like one of those white bags and just found.
Had a stun gun.
There he is. The bag trunk.
Well, let's put it this way. My husband and I have been together for 26 years.
Ah, congratulations.
And all my girlfriends, oh, I'm going to die. All my girlfriends are on their second husband, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. That's very common. It's because people don't factor in things like mindset, religion, politics, abortion, Second Amendment, and then they don't bother to find out any of these. Oh well, you guys don't have like some of those things, but
Stupid question time.
Things,
I've
yes.
heard you say it before. Second Amendment.
I'm sorry.
In
That's
a nutshell. What is it?
oh, it's the
The right to bear arms, isn't it? Something.
yeah.
Or the right to arm bears, whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it
you
was something
guys,
along
that's
those
what
lines.
it is in Canada. It's the right to arm bears, which
Yeah. What country do you live in?
Or Alaska.
Hello.
or Alaska.
There you go. You're American. There. I'm sorry for you.
Oh.
Okay, let's fight and talk.
Oh. See here. I'll let it go, and I'll let it go unless you insist. But that is, and Bob and I have talked about this in fair detail. The depending on what part of the EU you're from, is there's a lot of misconceptions, and then the closer you get to the UK, the more confusing things like politics get. But then, like, the further away you get, the more cut and dry it gets. The farther away you get from things like provisional governments or whatever the hell they're called, I forgot. Bob remembers. But things like healthcare, corruption.
Ours is better.
What? What was that?
I said ours is better.
Your what's better?
Healthcare.
Okay, that's all right. You can. That's totally fine. So, but what happens is you've got the different government structures. You've got the different
Ours is no better.
You have the different anti-corruption structures, and then you have all of the different morals and ethics, and you basically have to trace it all back to World War I, World War II-ish, depending on where you're talking about, because so many of those countries have drastically changed. So when you say, you know, oh, this is better or that's better, it's like, well, in relation to what? It's like, if you want to say, well, our country is, like, would you say that your country is safer? And that's like, well, safer than what? It's like, well, Canada may be safer than the United States because you guys aren't on the Mexican border, but a lot of you guys are hell of a lot closer to Russia, and Canada has very real security concerns over that whole situation, but we in a lot of ways
Okay,
do.
I'm not even going to go there with you because you haven't got a fucking clue. I'm going to agree to disagree. Americans have such a slanted view of Canadians and that we're such goody-goodies and blah, 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 but this ain't no goody-goody. I'll argue with you to the death.
What are you
Canada's way better than the U.S.
What are you even responding to? What are you talking about?
Well, it's just the way that Americans think that, you know, they're always the best and they're always this and they're always that. I'm like, you know, there's other countries that are good. Oh, got him.
I didn't say any of that.
Oh.
Die! Uh-oh.
I think we're going to lose this one, Lancer.
Yeah, I know.
I do think. Yeah, bugger.
Yeah.
Oh, shocking game.
Yeah.
We're 3 capped. We're dead.
Yeah, 3 cap doesn't take very long.